a pair of debuting flyweights. Chelsea Largasse, Caitlin Day. We send it inside to Jake Digman to bring out the ladies.
The following contest is in the RFO Women's Flyweight Division, and it is brought to you by ShootItMMA.com. Introducing first, making her way down the aisle into the blue corner, please welcome Chelsea Largasse.
Chelsea Largasse making her debut inside the cage from Lancaster, Ohio, representing Lancaster Academy of Mixed Martial Arts. And John, you've been here before. You've made that walk for the first time. What's going through this young lady's mind right now as she makes her way to the cage?
Ironically, it's the very same thing that Stipe Miocic is thinking when he comes out. You are scared. Any fighter that tells you they're not scared is either absolutely certifiably crazy or they're lying to you. And that's okay. What her job to do right now is to take that nervous energy and translate it into a positive. And one of the things she can do is trust her training. I tell any one of the guys at my gym or the ladies at my gym, that first 30 seconds of that fight, you feel like you're going to die. Your legs give, you're winded. If she can trust in her training and say, okay, I am ready, that after that first 30 seconds, she's good to go.
One thing that stands out about both Largasse and Day is they're both physically fit. They're in good shape. And as you pointed out, one of the main things is to trust your cardio as well and not allow yourself to get spent, to use up that reserve of energy you have in that first 30 seconds. That's important.
Right, you want to come out aggressive, you want to come out tough, but you don't want to just blow your gas tank right out of the water.
Largasse's in the ring. Let's bring out her opponent.
And her opponent, making her way down the aisle into the red corner, please welcome Caitlin Day.
Caitlin Day from Adrenaline Academy out of Norwalk, Ohio. Caitlin's been training for a year and a half. She said she's looking for the submission. She's been training equally jiu-jitsu as well as stand-up for that year and a half, and she got into fighting because of her brother. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, John, and see how these two ladies match up.
Obviously, both are making their debut. Age is not going to be a consideration. 5 foot versus 5'2" is not going to be very much of a difference. Again, like I talked about with Chelsea when she came out, Caitlin's got to have the same mentality. Trust in her training. Understand that first 30 to 45 seconds, you're going to feel like the weight of the world's on you. You got a big crowd here. They're hyped up. Trust that training and keep on going.
And she just gave a hug to her brother who got her in training. You see him in the back there. He should be thankful that John Gunther's not on the card because now he has mustache of the night.
Yes, very true.
Looking primed and prepped. Also primed and prepped is Caitlin Day. When we spoke to her before, she was focused and in the zone.
Yeah, we tried to talk to her and she said, all right, I got like a hot minute, that's it. She did not want to talk to you and I. She said, I've got things to do, and she wanted to focus. So I expect good things from her in her debut. Sure, in any debut, when you talk 0-0 versus 0-0, it has the potential to be a little sloppy. But this lady, she seems like she's ready to roll.
And we've talked about the RFO and the fighters that have come through here, the action they put on. We may be looking at two future UFC stars. It's just time to get it started.
Absolutely. Let's all remember, at some point, Mr. Kavanaugh, Jessica I had a debut. Every fighter has had a debut. Let's see where they go from here.
Chelsea Largasse is in the cage. Caitlin Day getting checked out, and she makes the walk. For the first time, we send it inside to Jake Digman to introduce our fighters.
The following contest is in the RFO Women's Flyweight Division, and it is brought to you by ShootItMMA.com, official photographer of the RFO. Introducing first in the blue corner, she fights out of Lancaster, Ohio. She weighed in at 121 1/2 pounds, representing Lancaster Academy of Mixed Martial Arts, making her MMA debut. Please welcome Chelsea Largasse. Her opponent in the red corner, she fights out of Sandusky, Ohio. She weighed in at 123 pounds, representing Adrenaline Academy, making her MMA debut. Please welcome Caitlin Day. This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. When the action begins, your referee is Todd Augusta.
Chelsea Largasse, black bottoms, gray top. Caitlin Day, black top, lime green, black bottoms, lime green top. Ryan Cavanaugh along with John Sturmack, two ladies making their debut, touch gloves, and it's Day that moves forward.
Looked like a slip there more than anything. I don't think she was dropped.
As expected, a bit of a feeling out process, and Day using that jab. Body kick by Largasse.
And you wonder, with Chelsea weighing in at 121 and a half and Caitlin at 123, this is a 125-pound weight class. You almost wonder if these two might not be better at 115 pounds. But, hey, you got to make a debut. Maybe just didn't have anybody to fight at 115.
Well, and a lot of times, this is where you start, and as you get into training, you figure out, where is my home going to be? Right now, almost a minute into both ladies' fighting career, feeling out. There's a left by Largasse. Largasse looks a little more comfortable standing right now than Day.
Yeah, they're both a little stiff, which is to be expected for a debut.
Couple punches there by Day, get through. Looks to take the back of Largasse. Maybe a cage
she's
grab.
grabbing onto the cage, which could cost her a point.
It's always interesting when you get a cage grab because it's illegal, but then you just get warned. Depends the severity of it a lot of times, and of course that's in the judgment of the official in the cage. Right now it's Largasse in the cage, controlling the head of Day by pushing her head into her chin and out to the side.
And we're halfway through the round, and both these ladies seem comfortable. I think they hit that point where their second wind is caught in, and they're ready to go.
A lot of times the nerves go away the first time the punch lands, not by you, but on you.
I remember my first fight, the first time I got hit, I kind of stopped, and it seemed like an eternity, even though it was a split second. I said, hey, you know what, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, did it hurt, but it wasn't the end of the world.
Well, adrenaline has to do with it not hurting as bad, I imagine, John. Clinch heavy fight here. 2 minutes deep in the first round. We're scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, amateur action.
Good reversal right there.
Day looks for a throw. Largasse shuts it down, and now she takes the dominant position against the cage.
And as we said, you're going to be warned, and that's one thing, but both these ladies got to worry about making sure they don't grab that fence, because if it's severe enough, that could be a point deducted.
Nice knee by Day, got through.
And not only how severe do you grab the fence, but if you keep doing it again and again, you're just asking to have a point taken away.
And Day landing some good punches. At this point, some solid strikes or a takedown could seal this round for either woman. It's the end of the first round. Very close round. John, I'm gonna turn to you and your expertise. Difficult round to score. How do you have it?
Very, very difficult round to score. If I had to, I would say I'd give it to Caitlin Day. She seemed to be as aggressive as her opponent, but she controlled up the clinch up against the cage wall more. I would give her 10-9.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, and surely those judges are adding up the points as we take a look at some of the action from round number one. Yeah, we're going to keep it here. Now going to the second round. Both fighters, to me, John, you know, the clinch game against the cage is one of the more exhausting aspects of a mixed martial arts fight. But both of them appear to be pretty fresh after that 3-minute burst.
Yeah, both of their training looks to be absolutely fantastic. Neither one seems to be, using the human chair that Evolve MMA has made so famous. They're both standing. That's one of the things that I know I always love to do is don't let your opponent, no matter how exhausted you are, do not sit down. Make them think that you are fresh and ready to go.
It's gamesmanship, and I don't know why you don't do the opposite and act like you're completely exhausted and then come out and pour it on them.
Fair point.
One of the beautiful ladies of the RFO. Here we go, set for second round. 3-round fight. Chelsea Largasse, Caitlin Day.
Both come out, touch gloves, nice sportsmanship, and that's where it ends. Now they're ready to tear each other's heads off.
Good footwork by Day, staying in front of Largasse. One thing to note, Day is moving to the left. That's towards the power hand of Chelsea Largasse. There's a right by Day.
Good combination right there.
And in this close of a fight, every one of these strikes is going to be important. Looks like another right by Day lands, and then a left. So far, Day, the output, I believe, has been about even, but Day appears to be the more accurate striker.
Yeah, Chelsea's definitely chasing her around the cage right now, and lands a nice left hook there. But in my opinion, Day is landing the more significant strikes.
Chelsea Largasse needs to move into striking range. And there's a right by Day, and another.
And right now, Day, good takedown there. I was going to say, Day should step away and keep striking.
Largasse with the takedown off the trip, now in the guard of Caitlin Day.
And now we're going to see if Largasse, what's her ground and pound like?
Now Day has the right arm, and now Largasse has it free, had the right arm hooked. Caitlin Day looks to push off and get up. Largasse trying to stay on her, and Day is free and upstanding. Good knee by Caitlin Day.
Oh, and she looks like she's going for a guillotine. I can't tell from this angle how deep she has it, but she needs to put her chest over her head. She's got the arm in guillotine, which is very difficult to finish.
And now she adjusts. Straight standing guillotine.
And she's doing a good job putting her weight right on the back of her neck.
Trying to adjust her grip. And Largasse switches that arm in, and Caitlin Day pulls guard.
Goes for an arm bar. She's got her ankles crossed. Largasse is doing a good job. I always tell anybody that starts jiu-jitsu, do not stack somebody, absolutely suffocate them. And she gets out of it. Good job.
Day landing some good strikes from her back. And now Largasse.
And Day does a good job to get up. Day had some good work off her back, but I think her advantage is on the feet. If I were her, I'd keep it there, what she's doing right now.
Body kick by Largasse.
Another incredibly tight fight, or excuse me, incredibly tight round to call. Easy for you to say.
Right. Interesting round. A lot more action with the strikes. And we had a takedown by Largasse. And, of course, Day pulling guard, which put Largasse on top. But Day did have a couple submission attempts, John. How do you see it after 2 rounds? Let me take a look at some of the action here. Here's the takedown by Largasse. Look at that trip and throw.
Very, very impressive. That was not on accident. That came from her training. That came from instinct. Very impressive. You know, this is why I don't do a judge. This is why I'm not a judge. This is why I do commentating. I think it's 1-1. What about you?
Yeah, I think it's 1-1. I think, but I wouldn't disagree with 2-0. I think Largasse won that round, especially considering the takedown, which was the most impactful one. Both fighters right now looking tired, and that's excellent cornering work as they're trying to get Caitlin Day to take some big gasps of air and bring her breathing down and her heart rate.
Absolutely. Amateur fights, 3-minute rounds. You get a minute and a half in between, which is enough time to recover. And both corners are doing a good job of making sure these ladies are calm, cool, and we have one more round.
Time for round 3. There's Chelsea Largasse. And here comes Caitlin Day from the left side of your screen. Very close fight. We've got 3 minutes to decide it.
And in my opinion, we're going to need 3 minutes because it's 1-1. I could be wrong, like I said earlier. That's why I'm not a judge.
Largasse backing up a little bit. Caitlin Day Kind of leading the dance, but now Largasse switches it up.
Seems like neither one of them wants to make a mistake. They're right now just staying far enough away from each other that, you know, hey, don't make a mistake.
Outside leg kick, solid outside leg kick, and then to the body for Largasse. Nice outside leg kick by Largasse.
Caitlin Day needs to get busy right now because Chelsea Largasse is taking this round so far.
She looks to be the fresher fighter. She's pressuring, and she's found a home for those leg kicks. If I'm Largasse, I would continue to pepper the legs. She's landed real solid with the outside leg kick.
And when we've seen fighters in the UFC retired from leg kicks. Leg kicks are absolutely devastatingly brutal. If this might be your first time watching mixed martial arts, you have no idea how brutal a leg kick is. I'd rather get punched in the face than take a leg kick.
Caitlin Day landing that straight right with some frequency now. Good action for debuting ladies. It's real impressive. There's a left from Day. Largasse connects again with the outside leg kick.
You can tell both these fighters are tired.
There's
Oh,
a
nice.
right hand.
Oh, another one.
Day, and there's a right from Largasse. Caught her sleeping a little bit. Caitlin Day opening up with the right hand. Largasse fired back.
Good exchange right there. Oh, nice left.
Left. Caitlin Day has finally found her range here in round 3.
And if Caitlin Day is smart, do not get in this clinch game. She's found her range on her feet and another takedown.
Now the headlock takedown by Largasse, and she's got Caitlin Day in a difficult position. She's got 30 seconds to work.
If Caitlin Day can get her hips out, hook that her left leg around the left leg of Chelsea, she can get out of there. But right now she is trapped.
Unabated punches as she's hooked the right arm.
Beautiful
Caitlin
technique.
Day. And Chelsea Largasse pouring it on, looking for a stoppage or at least a steal of the round.
And the referee is very close to stopping this.
Caitlin Day survives. We go to the judges' scorecard. Chelsea Largasse put an exclamation point on that fight in the 3rd round.
Absolutely, and you've done it to me twice. Now let me do it to you once. How do you score this fight?
Unfortunately for that lady, Caitlin Day, I think it goes to Chelsea Largasse. Definitely the takedown and the action in the 3rd round took that round for her. I gave her round number 2. And Largasse appears to agree with me. She pumps her fists as she rounds the cage.
I agree. I think that we are at a point, it's 2-1. I thought the first 2 rounds were so incredibly tight, but this one, absolutely Chelsea Largasse. Here we go, and is Ryan, take it away.
That's a takedown, the headlock, and that started this leg barrage. You see here, Chelsea Largasse working that left leg to secure the right arm of Caitlin Day. She's gonna do it right here.
And that's really next level stuff. And I mean, you don't see that from an 0-0 amateur. That's impressive.
She's working it, and it's a crucifix position. It's Chelsea Largasse working the face of Caitlin Day. And as I said, that's the exclamation on the round. We send it inside to Jake Digman to make it official and find out who the winner is.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for both of these female RFO competitors. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Brian Monroe scores about 29-28. Judge Ken Dyer scores about 30-27. And Judge Jesse Drugan scores about 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Chelsea Largasse.
Here with your winner, Chelsea Largasse. How's it feel to get your first W in the RFO cage?
Feels awesome.
You guys
Really good.
really came out and laid it on the line. You just stood and slugged with each other. What was your game plan coming in? Did you want to win it? Did you want to try to finish on the ground or look for the knockout?
I was looking for the knockout, but also the submission on the ground. Just stay patient, be calm, stay focused, and just look to see what she does.
How do you balance your family life and your gym time? Being I mean, I know it's got to be hard. It's hard for us. It's got to be hard for you, too.
It is hard. A lot of times I bring my daughter with me to practice, and she does stuff with us, so that helps too.
My daughter's over there. She grew up in the gym. She knows all about that. Let's hear it for your winner, Chelsea Largasse. Great fight.